Stacey, what are your top tips for athletes that are struggling with energy levels?
I find that a lot of younger athletes aren't eating appropriately. Like they find themselves too busy and they haven't planned, or they don't like to eat during the day because it interferes with other things that they might be doing. Um, so when we're looking at a typical day of like a high school student, where they might have practice in the morning and then they have like a gym session in the evening or after school, and they have no energy for the gym session. It's because they've come and they've done their swim squad or their track training first thing in the morning, and then they have to roll right into class and they're not eating breakfast, or they're eating half a breakfast and not enough, and then they're really hungry and their energy is starting to fade during class, so then they have a little bit of a snack, but it's often just a really quick snack that's not that nutrient dense. And then lunch is always busy. They're either doing a study hall, or they're doing more activity on the field with their friends, or they have catching up on other things, and so they're not eating appropriate at lunch, and then when they get to the gym they're pretty much going in empty. So we have to back it up and say, okay, you have a session first thing in the morning, you need to eat something small before you go. Pack a real breakfast that's specific for breakfast right after that training session. And then if you're someone who's really busy and doesn't like to sit down and eat a proper lunch, then you're having small snacks that you can access between classes. And we're looking at nutrient density. So we're looking at nuts and we're looking at fruit and we're looking at um, some energy dense protein bars that you can make on your own that's really easy. We can look at instant oatmeal that you're adding to a milk alternative, and maybe a little protein powder as kind of like a drink slurry that you might have an hour or two before you go to the gym. So it's really making sure that you are hitting protein and carb throughout the day to keep your energy levels up, not only for recovering from your first session, but also to learn during the day, and then also have energy when you go to the gym to have another good session, and then definitely refueling afterwards. Because the other thing that I find is a lot of young female athletes just don't eat enough because they are influenced by the trendy diets, but they don't realize that not only are they not fueling enough as an adult for training, but they're not fueling enough for their growing and developing bodies. Even if you are 16, your body is still growing and regenerating and learning new pathways. So you have to eat more than a sedentary peer, and you have to eat more than a 25-year-old adult.